Most cruisers are still wasting hundreds of dollars, choosing the wrong cabins, and falling for cruise line tricks. That's why today, I'm breaking down 15 cruise hacks you need to know at all costs. Hacks that save you money, stress, and time, while making your trip smoother from start to finish. Miss even one, and you might regret it mid-cruise. Some hacks are about money, others about comfort, and a few are about avoiding mistakes that could ruin your trip. So let's start with the biggest money trap cruise lines hope you never question. Number 1. The prepaid gratuity scam. Cruise lines frame prepaid gratuities as mandatory, locking in daily charges before you even set foot on board. Many first-timers assume it's required and end up double paying without realizing it. Here's the truth. You can adjust gratuities at guest services. Some cruisers prefer to tip crew directly in cash, rewarding the staff who genuinely made their vacation better instead of sending everything into a general pool. Imagine, at the end of your cruise, your steward finds a handwritten thank you card with cash tucked inside. Their smile tells you it matters more than a faceless line item on your bill. But tipping isn't the only way cruise lines quietly drain your wallet. The very first day on board, there's a trap almost everyone falls into. Number 2. The embarkation day buffet trap. You finally board, you're hungry, and like thousands of others, you head straight to the buffet. But what's supposed to feel like indulgence turns into chaos. Long lines, no tables, and lukewarm food. Skip the buffet on day 1. The smarter move? Head to the main dining room, a specialty restaurant, or hidden gems like poolside grills or cafes. These spots are usually half empty because most passengers don't realize they're open. You'll be seated faster, enjoy fresher food, and actually feel like your vacation has begun. Think of boarding day. While everyone jostles in the buffet, you're sipping iced tea in a quiet dining room by the window, with a waiter bringing you a hot meal. No chaos, no stress, just the relaxed start you dreamed of. And speaking of food, there's one decision that can either save you hundreds or quietly bleed your wallet dry. Number 3. Drink package math. Drink packages sound like luxury, unlimited cocktails, coffee, sodas. But unless you're drinking 6 to 8 beverages daily, you're overspending. Many cruisers buy them for peace of mind and end up paying hundreds more than they actually consume. Do the math before buying. If you only drink a couple cocktails, skip the package and pay per drink. Traveling with a partner? One of you buys the package, the other doesn't, and you still enjoy the same options without overspending. And don't forget, premium coffees, smoothies, and mocktails often count toward the package value, making it worth it only for heavy users. Imagine 2 neighbors. One flashes their wristband proudly, bragging everything is all-inclusive. But by day 3, they're nursing waters while you're enjoying cocktails a la carte and spending half as much. But here's the secret. Not all dining on board costs extra. Some of the best food is hidden in plain sight, and it's free. Number 4. Free hidden dining gems. Many passengers think the only choices are buffet, dining room, or paying extra at specialty restaurants. They miss the hidden free gems scattered across the ship. Look for complimentary cafes, grab-and-go snack counters, late-night pizza, or dessert stations. Some cruise lines even have specialty venues that offer free items during certain hours. Once you know where these spots are, you'll break free of buffet fatigue without spending a dime. Imagine, it's midnight, and instead of raiding the buffet's cold leftovers, you stumble on a quiet cafe serving fresh pizza and pastries, totally free. Other passengers are either hungry or paying for specialty dining, while you're eating like an insider. But food is just the beginning. Where you sleep matters even more, and pick the wrong cabin, you'll regret it for the entire cruise. Number 5. Finding the quietest cabins. Many passengers book cabins without considering location, then spend their trip with thumping bass from nightclubs, kids running overhead, or anchor noise rattling the walls. Bad sleep can ruin a vacation. Study deck plans before booking. Aim for cabins sandwiched between passenger decks, not directly under a pool deck or above theaters. Midship cabins not only reduce motion sickness, but also avoid the engine vibration you'll feel in forward or aft cabins. One couple books right below the pool deck. At 6 a.m., scraping lounge chairs wake them daily. Meanwhile, you're midship, tucked in a quiet corridor. You sleep through the night, wake refreshed, and enjoy your mornings, while your neighbors are already cranky. But even with the perfect cabin, your luggage can still throw your trip into chaos, unless you use one cheap hack. Number 6. The $3 fix for a lost luggage. Thousands of bags are shuffled at ports and airports every cruise. And yes, bags go missing, sometimes for hours, sometimes until the next port. Without preparation, you're helpless and stressed on what's supposed to be your first day of vacation. Spend just a few dollars for peace of mind. A $3 luggage tag protector with your name, ship, and cabin number makes bags easier to reroute. Better yet, slip in a tracker like an AirTag or Tile. That way, even if your bag is misplaced, you'll know exactly where it is. Imagine standing by the baggage cart and your suitcase never shows. Panic spreads, but instead of waiting in line at guest services for hours, you check your phone. Your AirTag pings, Deck 4 service area. You calmly tell the crew, and within minutes, your suitcase arrives. While other passengers fume, you're already unpacking. But luggage is only one kind of chaos. Knowing when not to rush can save even more stress. Number 7. The smart exit strategy. On port days or tender mornings, passengers rush to be first off. Elevators jam, stairwells clog, and lines snake around the ship. Ironically, those who hurry often waste the most time waiting. Unless you have an early excursion, wait. Give it 30 to 45 minutes. Let the first wave clear and stroll off stress-free. For tender boats, timing is everything. Wait until later, and you'll often walk straight onto the boat while others spend an hour sweating in the sun. Imagine two groups in Cozumel. One is jammed shoulder to shoulder at 8:15 a.m., waiting to squeeze through customs. The other group, including you, enjoys a calm breakfast, then walks off at 9 a.m. with no lines at all. You arrive at the pier relaxed, while the early birds are already cranky. But stress doesn't just happen in ports. It can begin months before your cruise if you book at the wrong time. Number 8. Booking timing hacks. Booking too early or too late can cost you hundreds. Prices are dynamic, like airlines. Many cruisers lock in early just to be safe, or grab last-minute deals that aren't deals at all. The sweet spot is usually 6 to 12 months before sailing. During wave season, January, March, cruise lines add perks like onboard credit or free upgrades. Pro tip: set up price drop alerts and monitor fares even after booking. Many cruise lines will honor a lower price if you ask before final payment. Think about two couples who book the same balcony. One locks in 14 months out and pays full fare. The other books during wave season, scores $200 in onboard credit, and pays $600 less. On board, they bump into each other. One brags about getting in early. The other just smiles, knowing they got the better deal. But once you've booked smart, the real test comes at the ports, where one wrong move can cost more than your cabin. Number 9. Excursion hacks. Cruise line excursions feel safe, but often cost double the price of local tours, and you're herded around with 40 other passengers. What's supposed to be an adventure feels like a school field trip. Check trusted third-party operators. They're usually smaller groups, more flexible, and half the price. Just confirm they guarantee on-time returns, and you'll save money without risking the ship sailing away. Picture this. One group in matching lanyards is packed into a bus, shuffling to the reef for $180 each. Meanwhile, your group of 8 arrives with a private guide, spends more time in the water, and pays $85. Both tours return to the same ship, but only one feels like a real adventure. Excursions aren't the only hidden cost. Staying connected at sea can drain your wallet faster than a slot machine. Number 10. Wi-Fi hacks. Cruise Wi-Fi can cost $20 to $30 a day per person, and it's often slow. Families overspend without realizing they don't all need separate packages. Buy one Wi-Fi plan and share it. Log in and out between devices, or use messaging apps that work on cheaper, basic plans. Pro tip: ports almost always have cafes with free, fast Wi-Fi. Wait until you're ashore, and you'll upload photos for free. Imagine sitting in the lounge, scrolling smoothly on your phone. A fellow passenger grumbles they've spent $200 on Wi-Fi that barely loads. You smile, because you split one plan with your group and used free hotspots in port, saving hundreds. But if Wi-Fi is expensive, wait until you see what cruise lines charge for the basics you forgot to pack. Number 11. Medication and packing hacks. Cruise lines quietly profit when you forget essentials. Seasickness pills, sunscreen, pain relievers. All of it is marked up 5 to 10 times in the onboard shops. A simple oversight can turn into an expensive, uncomfortable mistake. Build a just-in-case kit before sailing. Pack motion sickness patches, Dramamine, painkillers, sunscreen, aloe gel, even a small first aid kit. These items cost just a few dollars at home, but can save you from medical center visits or gouged shop prices. Think of it as cheap insurance against headaches, nausea, or a sunburn that could ruin your trip. Picture this. 2 passengers feel queasy on a choppy night. One rushes to the gift shop and spends $18 on pills. The other quietly pulls out a $4 pack from home, takes one, and goes back to enjoying dinner. That's the power of packing smarter. But even if you remembered everything, there's one secret move that can completely transform your cabin without paying full price. Number 12. Cabin upgrade hack. Most cruisers assume the only way to upgrade from an inside cabin to a balcony or suite is to pay the advertised price, often thousands more. But that's rarely true. Look for last-minute upgrade offers sent by your cruise line's app or email before sailing. You can often bid a small amount and score an upgrade for a fraction of the retail cost. Another strategy? Book a guarantee cabin. You don't choose the exact room, but as categories sell out, you may get bumped into higher ones at no extra cost. Imagine paying $899 for an inside cabin, then tossing in a $150 bid. Suddenly, you're upgraded to a balcony worth twice as much. Meanwhile, the passenger next door paid $1,500 for the same view. That's the magic of knowing the system. But upgrades aren't the only freebies you can score. Some hidden strategies can actually hand you free money on board. Number 13. Onboard credit hacks. Most passengers think onboard credit, OBC, only comes from booking promotions. In reality, they're leaving hundreds of dollars of free money on the table. Travel agents often add extra OBC as an incentive. If you own even a few cruise line shares, you may qualify for shareholder credit. And if prices drop after booking, call and request the difference as OBC before final payment. Once you have it, use OBC wisely. Cover gratuities, book specialty dining, or pay for excursions instead of wasting it on trinkets. Imagine walking past the spa, tempted by a $100 massage. Instead of pulling out your card, you swipe your onboard account and cover it entirely with OBC. You just had a luxury experience for free, while others paid full price. But not every hack is about money. Sometimes, the smartest move is what you don't do when everyone else rushes ashore. Number 14. Port day hacks. On port days, thousands of passengers rush ashore. They wait in disembarkation lines, cram into taxis, and overpay at crowded beaches or tourist traps. Meanwhile, the ship itself, with all its pools, hot tubs, and restaurants, sits nearly empty. If you've been to a port before or it doesn't excite you, skip it. Stay on board. You'll enjoy the ship at its quietest. Open loungers, attentive staff, and dining venues with no lines. Think of it as having a $2 billion floating resort all to yourself for the day. Imagine this. While 3,000 people sweat in port markets, you're floating in the infinity pool with only a handful of others. Waiters bring you drinks instantly. You glance around and realize you have the ship to yourself. That's the ultimate insider hack. But there's one last secret. The move that can save you more stress than any other when it's time to leave the ship for good. Number 15. Get off the ship last on disembarkation. Disembarkation day is pure chaos for early risers. Elevators jam, corridors clog, and customs lines drag on for over an hour. Everyone thinks leaving first saves time, but it usually means standing around in crowded terminals. Unless you've got a tight flight connection, stay on board until the last call. Eat a relaxed breakfast, watch the sunrise, and let the frenzy die down. By the time you stroll off, customs is nearly empty, and your final memory of the cruise is peaceful, not stressful. Picture this. One family drags their bags off at 7 a.m., only to stand in line for 90 minutes. You, on the other hand, sip coffee on deck, watch the ocean one last time, and walk off at 9:30, cleared in 15 minutes flat. That's how you end a vacation the right way. So there you have it, 15 cruise hacks you need to know at all costs. From tipping tricks to hidden dining, cabin secrets to stress-free exits, these hacks save money, time, and headaches. Now here's my question. Which hack are you going to use first? Drop your answer in the comments. You might inspire another cruiser. And remember, ships sell out fast, promotions change weekly, and the smartest travelers aren't the ones who spend the most. They're the ones who know the hacks. Until next time, take care, respect the seas, and happy cruising.